Hey, it's your boy, Sergeant Hunkton Henshins. So we are reviewing episode 35 of Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger. You heard. Anyway, um, this is, sorry, one second. Yeah, I'm making sure I was checking to make sure I was right on that because sometimes I forget the name of the episode, the number of the episode, whatever. Um, this was another really great episode. Last episode we had a week off because of the golf thing or whatever it is that stops Toku from airing for a little bit, um, was the Halloween episode where they revealed to the Kikanoids that on the team that uh, Kaito's dad is Hakaiser. Really big reveal. And this episode starts up pretty decent, and actually, it was a pretty fairly serious episode, which I liked. Other than like the monster of the week thing with the whole diamond thing, where he made everybody speak and say diamond, that was kind of funny. But most of it's pretty serious. And it's kind of got this like multi-sided plot to it because on one side you have Kaito, who thinks that his friends are like just not feeling themselves, or not as like lively, or they're being too polite and not cleaning as well, and all these other things that are way out of like their character. And that's because they don't know how to tell him his dad is Kaiser, like this person they've been fighting is part of the bad guys. um and so he thinks once Diamond takes control, and they can only say the word Diamond, that they're being controlled by Diamond World. No, I gotta help them, and that they're throwing some kind of surprise party for him or something like that. And they, of course, are trying to tell him what happened. On the same side, you also have Stacey, who has decided to start teaming up with the Kaiser. I think he's starting to get to the point where he wants some more like companionship and interaction with people. Um, if it's true that there's only 48 episodes, I'm not sure if 13 episodes is enough to get an arc done with Stacey where he joins the team, really. Maybe in like the finale. But I don't know if we have enough time for that, especially because there's a few other things to take care of, like where in the hell is Kaito's mom? um, but anyway, so I like that the plot was multifaceted in that way. Lots of really good character motivation scenes and different like dialogue parts where we get some really good interactions between the characters talking about their feelings and how they're going to do certain things and handle certain things. Like I said, world monster of the week is a diamond world that makes things like harder, not just like physically harder like a diamond, but like harder to do. Like I can't open this door, I can't, what have you. And so what he does, he makes it harder to speak, so all they can say is the word diamond. So, pretty good episode. We have a lot of really good interaction with the characters. Some really good stuff with Stacey and Kaiser, and actually, they're like one of the first fights with Kaiser and there's the team. They are like trying to like dodge around him and not hit him, and he's like, "Oh, what's going on? You guys are off your game." I like how Kaiser like is evil, but even in being like evil, he still has Kaito's dad's personality in him. So he's like, you are like super cool and great to fight still, like honorable type of thing. It's kind of funny. I don't know. I like that thing about him. Um, so anyway, so he decides to team up with Stacey officially. He's like, "What do you mean? We're here on the same team, right?" And Stacey's like, "Yeah, like maybe I don't know, Um, yeah, and I like this that we're like slowly like humanizing Stacey. I think the only thing is that it's only the fault of like the fact that he wasn't planned as a character from the start. I think if Stacey would have been a character from very very early on, then we would have had more time to get him farther in his arc. I don't hate his arc right now. I just hope that it's able to get tied up sooner rather than later, because I have a sinking feeling he's gonna stay evil until the very end, and then all of a sudden randomly switch and be good, and then be killed or something goofy like that. I don't know. Um, but then again, I don't know. This show's a fucking fever dream. It may completely be different than that entirely. So, but um, but yeah, we get some really good interaction scenes with the characters. We have Kaito and him talking to Yatsude about everything, and that how much he still misses his parents, but that he does consider the team as family and he wants to keep them safe. And the reason that they're not talking to him is that they must be planning a surprise party, and then that now the other reason is that Diamond World's controlling them and blah blah blah. And I like this about Kaito, that like even in like the darkest times when like all this horrible shit is happening and his like friends are just not even interacting with him at all, he still is able to somehow be positive. I really like that because like I do that as much as I can. I'm like that. I'm a very optimistic person where even when like everything is like on fire around me, I'm like, this is fine. Like the dog thing. Um, so I like that about Kaito. I think that's why, because I see a bit of myself in him. So I think that makes me feel good of watching his arc, if you will. Um, but we do get a really fun scene partway into it. So Kaiser and Stacey are fighting, of course, and Stacey summons, I believe it's Super Geki Red, so like Jungle Master mode Red, basically. If you're unfamiliar with Geki Ranger, and then powered custom Go Buster Red, Buster or Red Buster, um, and uses those to help fight. Because remember now in his uh, Stacey's or Kai form, he's able to summon uh, battleizer basically versions, powered up versions of these different Red Rangers, which is really cool. So anyway, so they do that and they're handling the team so that him and Kaiser can fight Kaito. At the same time, Zox is going after the monster, and we get this great scene where he chases the monster, and the monster jumps into this like lake, and so he uses this Yoga gear, and it gives him Geo the World's power, and it lets him use the like a fishing pole to get the monster out, and then he destroys it, right? But then afterwards, after the whole episode's done, we see she's like, "Where's Zox at? Where's our big brother?" And so they go find him. He's just like sitting like in like a fetal position. Like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I was all right. Now I feel pretty gloomy." Which is an after effect of the Joker gear, especially Geo the World, because he dealt with depression in his show. So they're the show and its references are my lifeblood. I just really like it. Um, so Kaiser and Stacey are fighting Kaito. They're kicking his butt. Honestly, he almost activates the finale buster, and then Jiran knocks the gun out of his hand. He's like the Zemroku Zenkai cannon. He's like, "What's your deal?" Blah blah blah, and he gets hit by a combined attack from them. I think he actually I think he demorphs. I'm pretty sure. And finally, we see Kaiser's battery thing going off again. It goes off once, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get some juice, and we're almost done. Let's finish it up." And then if he does that attack, it starts going off again, and they end up hitting him finally with the finale buster, and it knocks his helmet off again. And now Kaito gets to see that his dad is inside the suit. Also, his dad wakes up because the last time it happened, he was just like in a daze, just like staring, and that was it. He finally kind of comes to and is like, "Where am I? Whoa, what happened to me? Wait, Zenkaiger? So that must be Kaito?" Like, because he had planned it, for Kaito to be Zenkaiger. And so Kaito, demorphs and is like, "Yeah, it's me, Dad, it's me." He's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you." And they run to each other to hug and to like see each other after all this time. And Stacey takes him away. He's like, "No," and he takes him away into a portal and goes back to the Toshihiko place. So, I mean, clearly it wasn't going to be ended right now, storyline wise. I'm guessing either next episode or the episode after we'll get that conclusion to that. I don't know if it means that Isao is going to completely join them and like be able to like. Some people have a theory that they're going to repaint the Kaiser suit to be like green or something like that, and he'll use it as his power set. They could or they couldn't. I don't know. I think it would be great because I mean I liked Kaiser so far, and him having like Kikai no power, Kaiser, like his own like roll call and everything. Um, and I think that they've been doing a good job with him as a credible threat. I mean, clearly people called it from really early on that clearly it was his dad, but I think that they've done a decent job with it, and I don't think they've like drawn it out too much, which is good. Um, but yeah, so he gets taken away, and of course, Kaido's really distraught about it. Transforms again, makes Zenryoku Zenkaio, and they use the patrol power to use an attack from I believe Gogo 5, Gogo 5, which is the like Lightspeed Rescue Sentai, and one of the final attacks of that mecha that like basically boxes with like ladder arms to hit the diamond monster a bunch, the diamond Kudai test a bunch, Neo Kudai test pretty sure, and like brittle its armor so that they can hit it with the final attack. They destroy it, of course, like they always do, and they celebrate afterwards. He tells Yatsude, yes, Kaiser is my dad, like he's stuck in that suit and blah blah blah. And she goes, "Oh my god, this is insanity, but we still have to move forward." And the Kikunoids are like apologizing, like, "We're so sorry we kept this from you." And Kaido's like, "No, it's okay." And they're like, "What?" He's like, no, you were clearly trying to protect me. You didn't know how to tell me. Like, yeah, we didn't. We had no way of what to tell you. And we didn't want to like hurt you, like basically psychologically by telling you. And he's like, no, I appreciate that. And I like that. I like that he like forgave them. Yeah, he forgave them quick, I guess you could say. But I wouldn't expect someone like Kaito to like hold a grudge against them necessarily, and like be mad at them for a long time. So, and even Yasuda says, no, you guys were doing the right thing. You were trying to keep Kaito safe, and you didn't know the best way to do it, but you were at least were trying. I think that's important. So, I wish it were more important. Perhaps the location of Kaito's mom. I'll keep saying that every review until we see her again, because last time she just like escaped the Torchetta Palace and just yeeted right out of here. I don't know where the fuck she is. Do you know? You didn't see. She's back there. She's in the window. I don't know where'd you go. Anyway, overall, really, really awesome episode. Just now thought about it when I reviewed Revice recently because I just recorded that before this. I didn't give it a score. Whoops. Anyway, definitely with this one, I will give probably a strong 9 out of 10. I would say. Just because I really enjoyed it overall, but I wish that we had a bit more time with him and Kaito. I know that's supposed to be like a tragic type thing, but I wish they would have like drawn that out a tiny bit. But I didn't really like the episode. I think it was one of the more serious, if you could say, episodes of the show, and I think it really pushed the narrative forward pretty well and did some great things with that. So overall, I really enjoyed it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. What did you guys think of the crazy reveals today in this episode? What did you think about revealing finally Kaiser's identity to Kaito? What did you think about the stuff with Stacey and Kaiser and how he's took Kaito's dad away? What did you think about the plot overall and the Kikanoids feeling guilty over keeping the secret? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you want more Toku content like this. As I said in my previous review when I recorded it, pretty soon here I'm going to be getting my Kuga Argle should be in this week, so I'm really excited to review that, the Legend Series Makeover version. So I'll definitely do a Toku Toy review on that and probably a Henshin video of some kind, probably on my TikTok or on YouTube or whatever. Let me know what you guys think. If there's other like types of content you want me to throw up here, if there's stuff you like to review, episodes, movies, specials, stuff like that. I did recently just finish Jetman, so I might do a video on that like I did with Live Man. And I am close to finishing Kamen Rider the Next. Once I do that, I probably will do a joint video on the first and the next because they're like kind of like connected one thing. They're two movies, but they're one story. Yeah, definitely gonna try and do something with that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the episode and what kind of content you'd like to see going forward. But until next time, stay hooked on Henshins. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.